Alrighty, everyone, welcome back to the Arizona Cardinals franchise. And we are in week 4, Thursday Night Primetime against the Seahawks at home. So, we are coming off of a 1-point loss after deciding to go for 2, and we did not get it, unfortunately. But we're going to have this game here. I'm just trying to see really quick what the uniform matchup was. All right. So in real life, this is where we wear our rival uniforms, so we'll wear them this time. But in terms of negotiations, anything crazy going on here, Starling Thomas V had a nice play last week. Still don't know if I want to sign him. Jonah Williams is probably going to be a no, but we'll just hold off. Will Hernandez, we did want to re-sign. I'll give him maybe 1 year, $8 million. Okay. So maybe a little bit more next week will be enough. And then, we'll kind of just see with these two. They don't really want to re-sign here, so they're not good enough to necessarily just force them to stay and pay more money, So, I don't know. How much is... Starling Thomas. It's just he's older than the other 3 guys we have, and he's worse. So, I'd rather not spend that. I'd be willing to spend that money if he was our 3rd guy, but he's not at the moment. Let's just head right into the weekly strategy here. We do have our first week of new opportunity for play sheets and shit like that. Not play sheets. These, whatever these are called. What are these called? Abilities, I guess. We did do these 3, the XP ones, those last 7 weeks, so could decide to do that again. Don't know if I will. I don't even know. I haven't really looked at these. Let's do a read blocktion. It will give us increased chance to break tackles and on options and QB run plays, along with defenders' ability to shed blocks during those plays is lower. What do we have on defense? Sideline to sideline, block shedding. Ooh, aerial suppression. I like this one. Increased coverage for man and zone on blitz plays. Love that. And then I think we will just do the dashing dots. Increased throw accuracy on the run and throwing outside the pocket. That sounds reasonable. We will, for play sheets, we're just down to 3-3-5 here. For defense, I'm thinking we're going to add the QB run plays in. Yeah. Perfect. And not this. No. Trainer abilities. We want probably the impact guard is fine. Those names are fine where they're at in terms of who's getting practice. I would rather not risk Kyler full pad, so we'll do half pad practice for him. Both are starting top 2 running backs. We'll give half pads. Hopefully they'll be okay. Otherwise we are okay. Defensively, resting Garrett Williams. He had that rib injury, but see if we have any injuries going into the game. Hoping for none, or significant ones at least. Offense, we are clear. Defense, we are clear. So that's nice to see. get this upgrade here. We got Zaven Collins, who, I mean, I don't know, power rusher, I guess. 2 power moves, sure. And then Xavier Weaver, who is the one of the depth players at receiver. We'll just get him to be better as a route runner, I guess. Slot specifically, not really a ton there, but it's all right. I mean, outside of that, there's not much to look at. I mean, we can look at the weekly recap real quick. All right, so we get to see, this is from last week, Chiefs, Giants, and it's a Jackson Dart interception again. Yeah, this was a rough one for the Giants, and Mahomes looked sharp. Leo Chenal got the pick there. This is from our game last week. Which play is this going to be? Oh, it's going to be that's the play. The DJ Dallas fumble and recovery from Kyler. That's an interesting one. And then Detroit versus Baltimore, both 2-0. At that point, got a blitz. Goff throwing it out to Tim Patrick. He's not there. Who is that? That is Tim Patrick. He's still on their team. I swear he's on the Jags right now in real life. He caught a touchdown, but okay. Sure. Great weekly recap there. But aside from that, let's go ahead and hop right into the game. Let me get the uniforms situated. Hold on. I was literally just on it. I know I don't have to necessarily get it exact. But, so they wore their home. No. They wore some alternate. No. This looks like what they wore. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then we did wear our rival jerseys, which are somewhere. There we are. And they're all right. I don't know. I'm not like a big fan of those jerseys, but they're fine. It's cool to get, we're getting different jerseys. That's what I really want to see. I don't want to see just like the white out, the black out, like just those type of jerseys all the time for every team's annoying. So doing something like unique to the cities is always cool. But here we are in Glendale, Arizona, State Farm Stadium. There's the big red air siren. I can't speak apparently. I don't know who that man is, but he's there to help our mascot. I should see who our mascot is. I actually don't know. Oh, it's just Big Red. Okay. That's kind of what I figured, but cool. Let's check out, though. Oops, wrong thing. The depth chart on their side of things. They have Sam Darnold, Jalen Milroe. Shout out to Jalen Milroe. Samurai's legend. They have Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet. Another one, Charbonnet. Legend for the Tokyo Samurai. So we're going to have some trouble stopping them. We're going to hopefully do our best. JSN's been insane this season so far. Cooper Kupp, he's probably going to beat us pretty badly today, but he hasn't been like that type of guy for him. Valdez Scantling, I don't even think he's in Seattle anymore. Or ever. Has he ever been there? I don't think so. I think he's somewhere else. I can't remember. But I know he's there now. Gabe Davis, Torrey Horton. He's been more of their real third receiver. We got Tyler Higbee starting at tight end, which also not he's not there either. I think he is still in LA. But Charles Cross, Gray Zabel, Bowman, who is this? Shelton, Anthony Bradford, and Abraham Lucas. Still not a great O-line. They've definitely put some effort into it, but still not that great. They have DeMarcus Lawrence, Boye Mafe, Leonard Williams, another Samurai legend, kind of. He's all right. Byron Murphy and Jerron Reed are also here. There's Sam. Starter is Drake Thomas. Then they have Ernest Jones, Jawan Bentley, starting along with Tyrese Knight. Then at corner, Devon Witherspoon and Tariq Woolen. They also have Shaq Griffin. And then Julian Love at free safety, Nick Emanwari at strong safety. So their secondary is pretty good. I mean, this is a really good defense, actually, overall, in real life especially. Jason Myers, Michael Dixon are the special teamers, so they are 0-3 right now. We'll see if we can continue that streak for them. We're going to get a return from Zay Jones. Gets to the 23. And here comes Kyler in his in the rival jerseys here. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of the Rivals jerseys. Personally, like I was saying, I think they're all right. Not like a huge fan, but I don't hate them. I respect that we're trying to do something different, but we have James Conner back in the game. Last week he was missing. We get a gain of 4 to start for his return. But yeah, I don't know. I like that they're doing the rivalries, as I was saying. I think it's nice to get more different uniforms. Here's James Conner. Finding a hole, gets the first down run. And that's really what we're hoping to see here from James Conner. He's, so far, when he's been playing, struggled to get a good, consistent run game going here. If we can get that going against this defense, we might be in a good spot to win this game. All right, we are going to go pass here. Ooh. See against 2, though. We're going to go Tip Raymond. There you go, Tip. Reaching out to the 45. Who's up stretching their Tip? I can't say that. That's crazy. Sorry. Just abruptly saying that is crazy. My apologies. Trey Benson getting a carry. Breaks 1 tackle. Julian Love on the tackle there. That's an absurd thing to say. I don't know why. It just popped in my head. I really want to try to make some Tip Raymond jokes, but that one was maybe a little forced. But here's going to be a forced throw and caught. That's Zay Jones with the play. And we will take it. We're going to try. It's QB power, I think. No, I lied. Go back to QB blast. Here we go. Kyler getting 2 yards. Not a lot there. That's okay. We go pass here. Go to bench. Gonna go James Conner quick. That's a little bit of a high throw, but he reels it in. Gets enough for the first down. We'll take it. And in advance, I apologize for the cat sounds in the background that you'll hear in a second, because my cat Banana is using the litter box. So gonna run it with Kyler. He's got space. He's got speed. Kyler Murray reaching out to the 1-yard line. And that's going to put us in a great spot here to try to punch this one in and take a 7-0 lead. And hand this one off. James Conner with the space and easy touchdown. Untouched. Hitting the gritty. And our offense looked pretty good against this defense. So we'll see if the Seahawks can respond. All right. Here is the kickoff. Return by Pritchett. Is that his name? Might be. I don't know who that is, but here comes Sam Darnold. There's his career stats, almost 1,700 yards. Has 100 passing touchdowns in his career. And he's hoping to find success here in Seattle. Obviously had a good year last year in Minnesota, but he wants to start a career here in Seattle. And there's a big hit. Cody Simon, the rookie, with the TFL. Love to see that. Now, a big thing with this defense is I don't want to play scared as much as I have been. I should let this defense blitz more often and be allowed to do that and try to force more pressure. So a lot of the time, you know, if I know it's a pass, I'm like, okay, well, we need to make sure we're playing, you know, playing zone or not blitzing. It's going to be a Sam Darnold run up the middle. Big hit from Mac Wilson. But he does get the first down. But yeah, as I was saying, I want to be able to trust our team. Even though we've struggled, we can't completely lose faith, you know. Here's going to be a play action pass. Well blocked, but not but, just and reeled in by Cooper Kupp. They get the first down there. And that, you know, you're going to have that, you know, when you blitz. You're going to have those plays where you're going to be like, oh, well, I didn't make the play. It's going to be a quick RPO out to Charbonnet. Loss of 2. It's Buda Baker on the play. And we really like seeing him get involved because he's been a little bit in and out of making plays. Like, he hasn't been consistently all over the place as we'd like to see. As much as we'd like to see. They're going to go 5 wide here. And it's going to get this one out to Kenneth Walker. Broken tackle, but luckily Garrett Williams is there to wrap it up. And it's going to be a 3rd and 6 from the 44. All right. Mac, I swear to God, get over there. Who am I on? Oh, I'm on Calais Campbell. We're using. Oh, my God. Come on, Max Melton. Just not a great play from Max there. Had good coverage on Cooper Kupp, but I think he just chose incorrectly in terms of how he was going to play that. He tried to get an interception. He should have played the ball and just knocked it out instead of going for the pick. And that's a easy first down for him there. And they don't have to run another play, but let's see if they do before the quarter ends. And they will not. So we head into the second quarter up 7-0. But they are in our red zone here. And once again, our defense is not exactly finding solutions to this problem. So we'll try our darndest, but it's not likely. And I'm stuck on someone here. It's going to be almost played, almost intercepted. Garrett Williams knocked it free. The screen is black for some reason. Cody Simon almost had a pick. Great play from Garrett Williams, who's had some struggles this season. They're going to motion Kenneth Walker outside. I was going to call him Gainwell because Steelers game today. And it's going to be throw JSN. That's actually Marcus Valdez-Scantling on the play. And it's an easy first down there. To the 6-yard line now. Going I form. It's going to be a handoff. Walker with easy room to run. Easy touchdown. It does look like there's an injury timeout. I didn't really get to see who was on the receiving end of that injury timeout, but I guess we'll find out. Seattle had a really nice drive. 11 plays, 74 yards. And it is going to be Josh Sweat. He's had some hip bursitis this season. We'll get Zaven Collins in as a fill-in for now. But we've seen some issues there, for sure, with his health. Zay Jones getting a return again. Very interesting. That I wonder, probably reset it if I had to guess, because we originally were having Trey Benson, which also Trey Benson's the third down back. Get him out of there. Yeah, Dortch should not be on there. DeMarcado, Benson, Kytrell Clark. Those are the guys we want. So, thanks, Madden, for still fucking up these depth charts. Anyways, we do get the ball here at the 27 and see if we can continue the great drive that was last drive. We're going to find a man. It's going to be Raymond again with a catch. A big gain to the 44 on the other side of the field. Yeah, it's a great play. Tip Raymond has been getting involved heavily this season. We're going to run play action here. Oh, my God. Leonard Williams, I had no chance. I saw him barreling down. I was like, really hoping, we were going to get someone to pick that up. Nope. No one did. No one picks that one up at all. It's going to be 2nd and 17 now. All right, we're going to try this read option here. We're going to run it with Kyler. Picks up a block there. Kyler breaking a tackle, trying to. Ended up turning around for it, but gets some of the yardage back. Makes us a 3rd and 8. Sure. All right, we're going to try this play here. I like Wilson on that slant, or McBride maybe. Possibly Marvin Harrison. There we go. That was a little too... What the fuck? What? Okay, a lot happened there. Great. The holding on the offense really doesn't mean much for me. But that was not a good throw, because that looks like it was more for McBride whenever I was definitely throwing it to Mike Wilson there. And we're going to punt this one. Gillikin, and that's going into the end zone. I'm still trying to get used to this punting. I was much better as a punter on the classic style reticle or whatever they call it. And I could obviously go back and change it, but I don't really want to, because this has more variability, I'd say. That's a good play there to start. Only a yard on that gain. Sweat is back in the game. And it's going to be a pass to Cooper Kupp again. And he breaks one tackle, excuse me. Gets about 4 yards. See if we can maybe bring a blitz from Melton. Wouldn't hate it. 3rd and 5 from the 25. Move out of the way. He's throwing it up. 1-on-1. Make a play, please. Broken up. Try to go to JSN. It's Garrett Williams who completely let JSN have all the opportunity in the world to catch it, but somehow he got his hand in and broke it up. And the punt is coming our way. What is happening with these punts? Michael Dixon, we might have to put the punting for them, their punting power up, because I don't know what's going on and why they're... Because Thomas Morstead did it last week too, where he just fucking punted it maybe 20 yards. That was it. James Conner keeping up, gets 8 yards. Yeah, I don't know why that's happening, but probably gotta look into that. I'm gonna go read option here. It's gonna be a run. Kyler Murray with a block ahead of him. Kyler Murray rounding the corner. Kyler, is he fast enough to get there? He's not quite fast enough, but fast enough to get to the 4-yard line. 35-yard run there from Kyler, and he's been excellent at the moment. so far. He's going to hand this one off. James Conner. Maybe he gets a yard. All right. 2nd and goal from the 3. They hand off James Conner again. They were kind of ready for that one. Loss of a yard. All right. Let's see. I guess we'll just do this double slants and hope someone gets open. I do like Trey Benson out of the backfield here. We're going to go out to him. Trey Benson in the flat for the touchdown. Put us back in the lead. And it's going to be 14-7. So offense definitely clicking here. See if our defense can keep the momentum going that they had from last drive. Oh man, this is a good return. Great tackle from Akeem Davis-Gaither. Make sure that didn't go any further than it did. So they're going to start the 42. They're coming out in I form. Jameson doesn't have superstar yet. That's crazy. And that's going to be a quick one. Who is that? Is that Higbee? I don't know who that is. I think that's their fullback because it's not Barner. It's not their other tight end, Arroyo, who's still here. And there's going to be a throw out of Scantling again. 1st down. And, oh, shoot. Okay. Hold on. I'm ready. He's going to go quick out to Cooper Kupp again. Buda Baker on the tackle, gain of 7. They've been loving the Cooper Kupp short passes. To be expected. And here we are. 2-minute warning. See what they decide to do here. If they're going to change how they're attacking. They have plenty of time from the 40-yard line. They don't have to throw the whole time. And they're going to decide to run it, as I was just alluding to. But nothing really there. Walter Nolan, the first one to make contact. Other guys came in to help out on that tackle. And it's going to be 3rd and 3. And it's going to be a pressure. Sam Darnold looking around, trying to get something. He's going to just throw it away because pressure from Cody Simon was there. Forces a punt. Dixon with another punt. And this one kind of shanked it out of bounds to the 21. So not the best punt there either. But that's okay. We're fine with it. Because that's going to set us up with better field position than we could have had. All right, we're going to motion Wilson here. I mean, I definitely could have went to Michael Thomas, but we're just going to go stiff arming. Trey Benson out of bounds. 1st down there. Let's try this play here. Zay Jones one-on-one. Probably not the move. Trey Benson again out of the backfield. What a catch. And the speed of Trey Benson getting to the 34-yard line. He's been an absolute weapon out of the backfield. And we're really liking having him in on those passing downs. Because as we mentioned prior videos, he has just amazing explosivity there. And that's just not a good throw from Kyler, but that's okay. There's worse things that could have happened there. We do got James Conner in. And he's going to get open on the Texas route. Can we make the throw? No. A little too far. It's a shame because we definitely liked what we saw there. 2 back-to-back rough throws from Kyler. And we're going to run it with Kyler. Slide. There we go. And there is an injury timeout, and that is going to be one of our O-linemen. That's Paris Johnson, our best O-lineman. And that's not a good sight to see. We do have Kelvin Beachum, who is a fine fill-in, but still would rather not see him hurt. Kyler looking around, just going to scramble and throw it away. Bruised ribs. He'll be able to come back in. Not going to rush him, though. All right. 2nd down and 10. Motioning Wilson to the other side. And I'm liking it. It's just going to be too far. No, it's going to be a perfect pass. Marvin Harrison Jr. right at the goal line. And what a pass. What a catch. And that's going to put us up 14. Unexpected how well we are doing right now, especially on defense. We made some slider adjustments. I wouldn't say it's necessarily anything super crazy, but definitely going to be something to note. See how the rest of this game goes. But here's a return for Hill. And that's a big hit. Broken off, though. And he gets to the 22. So let's see if the Seahawks do anything here with 32 seconds. They are looking like they're running empty here. So, I mean, they have 3 timeouts. They probably would like to get at least a field goal. It's going to be a QB draw from Darnold, who just dives down after 2 yards. And it looks like now they're just going to run the clock out. Very interesting. And here is a run for Kenneth Walker. And Baron Browning gets the tackle to end the half. We're up 21-7, and let's go ahead and see what the halftime report has for us. Just have to make sure I don't skip over it because I'm so used to it in Samurai franchise. Although it is Thursday night, so we might just see... Oh, okay. Well, at least the Voodoo's Giants game, there's a 1-2 yard Scatterboo run. Okay. We're quickly heading over now to Steelers Vikings. And here's a run. Jalen Warren juking out one defender and gets into the end zone. We saw another play last week on the weekly recap of Jalen Warren just absolutely punishing defenders and getting into the end zone. Now we have Bucks, Eagles. Be another red zone pass shorts to Mike Evans, and he's just gonna, oh my god, absolutely destroy Nakobe Dean, truck through him and get into the end zone in a 14-6 game. Wow, that's pretty crazy. I don't like that they don't show the scores. Like, I get why they don't, because it is Thursday night football for us right now, but you know, we also saw what happened. Unless, is that last week? No, week 4 was... No, that would be right. That would be week 4, but it's fine. But so far, both quarterbacks efficient, but Kyler having a really good game. Benson also doing extremely well. I'd say 1 carry for 55 yards and a touchdown for Trey Benson. That's not right. That's just actively not correct. He scored a touchdown, but it was a 5-yard flat touchdown catch. And there's going to be a return to the 30 for Pritchett. And here's the Seahawks coming back out. And they are really hoping that they can get some points up on the board here. Only 87 yards in the first half. There's Kenneth Walker breaking tackles. Nolan saving a further run. Still a first down for Kenneth Walker. First down from the 41, motioning Higbee. It's going to be another handoff. This one to the outside. Kenneth Walker is very fast. Does get the first down to the 47. And they're starting to get something going here on the ground. Something we really don't want to let be a consistent thing in the rest of this game. Because Kenneth Walker could absolutely control this game if he's just going to be just a speedster menace. And they're going to go quick to Kenneth Murray. What? Kenneth Walker. Think about every other Kenneths there are. We're going to go to Kenneth Pickett soon, probably. 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff. Walker again. What are you doing? Hall, why are you even on the field? And there's a stiff arm to end the play out to the 4-yard line. And, I mean, they're absolutely just gunning down the field right now, all with Kenneth Walker. I don't know why Hill was in the game. He's I believe our backup safety. And he was. Here's Charbonnet trucking through Thompson. Sweat with the tackle, preventing that one from being a touchdown. But they are currently looking really good here on the run game. It's going to be a play action here. Wasn't prepared for it, but stopped. Only 1 yard. Black screen again. Some difficulties. And there's going to be a defender down. It's Baron Browning. That's not ideal to see here. We are going to have some more Zaven Collins action then. And we'll see. 3rd down and 2. They're going 5 wide, looking for something. It's JSN in the end zone, touchdown. Starling Thomas, the 5th, is in on that one. Baron Browning, don't worry about coming back too early. Just get Zaven Collins in there. That's a great drive to respond here for Seattle. Makes it a 1-score game once again. Oh boy. And we're going to get the ball back here. We've had success on offense, so we're going to see if we can continue that. DeMarcado doesn't have to return it, but he will. And he's going to break 1 tackle, still breaking tackles to the 26. He goes. See if we can get... Is this a wildcat play? No, this is just a run. Okay. Sure, let's try this. Another QB run with Kyler. Oh my God, he gets rocked. I don't know who that was, but it's a big hit. Don't want to take too many of those with Kyler. All right, here we are. 2nd down and 10 from the 25. Play action here. We're going to find a wide open man. It's Marvin Harrison with the catch to the 44. That's a great play. He's been excellent this season for us. Definitely looking like the potential receiver 1 that we were hoping he could be. We're going to go quick out to Trey McBride there. Fighting through contacts, gets 4. Kyler did take a shot at the end of that play. And should be okay. 2nd down and 6. And this one's going to be a toss out to James Conner. He's got some space. Not too much, though. Only a yard. And there's another injury timeout. 2-0 lineman. No, that's actually... Who is that? 41? It's 47. That's Josiah DeGuara. Our 3rd tight end. Hurt on the play. And it's going to be 3rd and 5 from the 50. See if we can get Tip Raymond motioning out wide there. See if we can get anything. Oh, Trey McBride's open. Look at the space. Look at the speed. Marcus Lawrence in coverage is a mismatch for sure. And that's a play to the 17. Josiah DeGuara says he'll return soon. Seattle's going to challenge. What are we challenging exactly? I guess just the spot of the ball, which is... I guess he stepped out of bounds 7 yards prior, so they get that one there. It's a fair enough call, I guess. But we're still in good position here to score. Kyler Murray with another QB run. Murray gets 7, gets the 17 anyways, and he has 81 rushing yards on 7 carries today. He has been pretty effective in that regard. It's going to be a draw. Connor breaking one tackle and fights down to the 10 on a gain of 7 there. And we are doing a great job against this really good defense. I guess it's just not as good in Madden. But here's a James Conner run, breaking through contact, fighting down to the 1-yard line. And we're going to have another opportunity to score on the 1. I'm going to try to give it to James Conner. Definitely his best game of the season so far. There's a handoff. James Conner gets stopped. And there's another injury. And this one, I believe, is Paris Johnson again. And he's holding his knee, and that's not good if that is Paris Johnson. It is. Holding his knee. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. You can hear the stadium mostly fall in silence, as they know that's an important player down for this franchise. So we'll see here what the injury will be. But game continues. 3rd and goal from the 2. And we're going to go out on our RPO. Trey McBride brings it in for the touchdown. Going to make this a 2-score game once again. And they have had no answer on defense to stop us offensively. Doesn't matter if it's a run or a pass. They have not had any chances. So, the injury report, strained knee. Says he'll return soon, but I don't want to rush him back because knee injuries they could be very bad. That could be a long-term injury, keep him out for a whole season, and we'd rather not see that. If it means keeping him out for a game or a week, it's balls out. Recovered by the defense, the special teams, another injury. It's Kytrell Clark. Another black screen. Of course, I don't even know who did any of the things that happened there. Let's see. So the big hit was from Starling Thomas V. Nope, he got shed off. Sorry, it was Taylor Demerson, the backup free safety, with the big hit on Hall, and it was recovered by Akeem Davis-Gaither on the play. And that's going to be a killer play to see for Seattle. So we're already up 2 scores. We're going play action here. Getting this on the tip, Raymond, for gain of 5. His 3rd catch. Bruised ribs for Kytrell. Just don't worry about it right now. You're fine to stay out. I mean, not like he plays a big role. He's a returner / like depth corner, so not like super huge deal, but still. Yeah, quick throw. Marvin Harrison on the RPO, and he fumbles it. Luckily recovered. I think that was, I don't know, that was either McBride or Raymond who recovered that one. I'm going to just hand this one off. James Conner fighting off tacklers, trying to get in there again. Gain of 4. Another injury. Might have to turn those down a bit because we're seeing a bunch right now. I think that might have been Boye Mafe. I'm not 100% sure. 2nd and goal from the 3. Toss out to James Conner. Does he have the speed? He's fighting down to the 2. Didn't feel like he had the speed to make it, so that's why I kind of went into them. All right. 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to make this a 3-score game. Going to go out to Conner out of the backfield. And he's going to get hit hard. That's Rice. We're right with the play. And we'll just take the 3. Make it a 3-score game. Let's not be silly and try to go for a touchdown or anything. Let's just be smart. Let's take our 3. We're up 31-14 here. And 37 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Seahawks really need something to turn around this game, because it's been, ever since that second touchdown, it has been absolutely downhill for them. It has gone downhill immensely. Seems like everything's going wrong that could go wrong. Only 98 passing yards on the game thus far. Quick one out to Scantling again. Although Scantling might be their leading receiver at this point, which is absurd. Although Cooper Kupp has had a lot of involvement today as well. Maybe one more play before the quarter ends, and they will not. They'll wait till the fourth quarter, and it's going to be 31-14 heading into the fourth quarter. See if Seattle can try to tackle this comeback here, which is going to be a really tough task. But you know that they're trained for this. They're supposed to be ready for this. Let's see if they are, and if they can do it. Start off here. They're going to get a pressure. He's going to have some space. Sam Darnold running it, slides to the 48, first down. And sometimes that's all you need. Don't have to get anything crazy, but just getting a positive play there. Try to get some momentum. And it's going to be a play action. Quick one here. JSN, ball's out, forced, and recovered. Starling Thomas. It was Cody Simon who came in. I think it's the first time I've seen a strip. Because I do tend to go for a strip every once in a while. This is the first time I've actually seen it work. I came in and punched the ball out with Cody Simon, the rookie, with a great play on JSN. And again, it continues where the Seahawks are just making too many mistakes, and that might be the reason they lose this game. We're going to run this one out to the other side. James Conner with space, trucking through one guy, Julian Love, bringing him down to the 38. And James Conner having a great game, 70 yards rushing here today. He's been looking like his old self after some struggles early in the season. But coming back from injury, looks pretty good, and there's a big hit on him there. Only a yard. Let's see, maybe we can get, I don't like this play, but we're gonna try it. It's gonna be a toss out to Marvin Harrison Jr. Oh man, he takes a shot. No gain. Try to get a little bit tricky with it. Nothing really there. Let's do play action, tight end middle screen. That's not what I picked, like, at all. Going pass here. I mean, he's wide open. Zay Jones on the drag route. Witherspoon, nowhere to be seen. And we're going to go up 38-14 now. Wow. I don't know how Zay Jones is so open there, but he is. 4 plays, 59 yards. Quick touchdown, and we're up 24 now. It's still a 3-score game, but at this point, with 7.5 minutes left, Seattle needs really big plays and maybe a couple miracles to make something happen. But the big thing is they need to hold on to the football, because they have not done a good job in that regard today. Fumbled it a little too many times, 2 or 3 times. Can't have that. And this one's going to be a pass. Pressured. Going to dump this one out to Kenneth Murray. Nope, still Walker, not Murray. I don't know why I'm thinking about the Chargers linebacker, but I am. It'd make more sense if I called him Kenneth Gainwell, because he's at least a running back, but it's Kenneth Walker. It's under 7 minutes to play now from the 34. Looking for something. He's going to get pressured and sacked. Starling Thomas, the 5th, with the play. And he's been a guy that, again, in contract negotiations, we talked about him at the beginning of this episode of, is he going to be worth signing? Today he's been pretty involved and active. Here's going to be a pass. Kenneth Walker on the screen. Nothing there. And that's going to be a 3rd and very long here. So the question is, I mean, realistically, you got to go for two, not two. Go for it on 4th down. I'm brains kind of what? Anyways, motioning. Cooper Kupp, get over there, cover him, please. He's gonna look deep to Kenneth Walker, throwing it into double coverage. Buda Baker almost intercepts it. Kenneth Walker had to play defense there. And I mean, at this point, they are gonna have to go for it. 4th and 15. 5:20 left to go in the game. And try not to let the big play happen. Will Johnson with the good coverage on JSN. And that's going to be a turnover on downs there. And I think at this point, we are going to take James Conner out. We don't really need him to be injured. We'll let Trey Benson get some work and DeMarcado. Maybe DJ Dallas. He still is on my bad side with the fumble last game. But take him out of the gadget, I guess. We'll put Weaver in. I don't know. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this has been just an absolutely dreadful game for the Seahawks. And they're 0-3, about to be 0-4 here. You know, you're really concerned with that. Here's Trey Benson on the run. Benson breaking one tackle. Wow. To the 15 he goes. And now it's really just running the clock down here. Another handoff, Trey Benson. Breaking tackles, gets 2. And not really much to mention here, but this game went extremely well for us here today. And here's a run, Trey Benson. Find a little bit of a hole for 2 yards, if that. I guess I'll put shoe clock on just to have it on. And DJ Dallas is coming into the game here. Don't fumble, please. And it's going to be another pitch out to DJ Dallas. And he's going to find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. DJ Dallas, of all people. He better be getting touchdowns because he is getting paid way more money than he should be. Yeah, I mean, this has just been an absolute just demolition on the Seahawks today. Seems like everything's just clicked for this team today. Our passing and run game on offense has been absolutely dominant. And our defense is getting turnovers. We're really not letting Kenneth Walker kill us in the run game, pass game. We are letting up some plays, but that's just bound to happen. But we're managing pretty well. I mean, 130 passing yards at this point. And Sam Darnold's just looking for anything to get open here. He's going to have to take a shot as he throws it away. Takes a huge hit. I mean, my goodness. You don't want to see your starting quarterback take shots like that very often, but my God. That was a fucking crunch. Going out to Kenneth Walker. I got his name right this time. There's a big hit. Cody Simon. No gain. And I mean, at this point, I don't even know if they're really concerned with the win here. They're trying to just get out of this one with some pride and just look ahead to next week. There's a quick one. Cooper Kupp breaks one tackle. Still fighting. Gets to the 33. It's 4th and 1. They are going to go for it. And why not? The 2-minute warning hits here. They don't really... I don't know. They're going to just punt it. They decided not even worth it. They don't really want to get guys hurt. They're just going to try to run this clock out. There's no point. They're not going to win this game. And, I mean, how is that not a penalty? He's literally bumping me out of the way. And Kyler Murray has been phenomenal today. 16 of 20, 231 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, along with about 80 rushing yards. He has been absolutely phenomenal. And I mean, we're just going to run this clock out here. Harris Johnson luckily is back in the game, starting at a tackle spot for some reason right now. Our tight end spot's Benson getting 4. I mean, just going to keep running the clock down here. They're obviously not going to take any timeouts. Hand off Benson again. And he's going to find a first down. That will officially close this one out here. And we're just going to take a knee. And that will be it here. And that is it. I would love if, again, and I don't know if college football doesn't do it either, even though they don't technically, running the clock down all the way would be, I don't know. Whenever there's no timeouts, they run the clock down all the way, right? But when they do have the timeouts, and even if they don't use them, they just hold off on it, which is kind of annoying, but I get it. But at the same time, it's, you know, come on. You should be able to code that somehow, right? That's not unreasonable to ask, but this was a quick game for me, actually, for my standards. Just utter domination. Kyler looked fantastic. Darnold was sharp and accurate, but only 5.6 yards attempts, so we let him get a lot of the stuff underneath. Connor had his best game. I guess Kenneth Walker actually did do pretty well on the ground. I lied. Kyler, again, on the ground was great. Our run game, everyone was able to run the football. Receiving, I mean, Marvin Harrison had a touchdown. We had Trey Benson for a touchdown. Trey McBride. Zay Jones. I mean, just an overall really good game from us. We didn't even have much pressure. Only 1 sack. No interceptions or anything. We had 3 forced fumbles. Only one of them was recovered. That's actually not true. We had 3. 2 recovered, and there was a 4th. No, they got the Taylor Demerson forced fumble. They missed the. I don't understand how they missed these stats, because unless they're counting Jalen Thompson, that was Cody Simon. He definitely forced that, but okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. They didn't count Akeem Davis Gaither's recovery, but that's fine. Not a huge deal, I guess. But we just absolutely destroyed them. And I mean, that's a pretty great way to beat a division rival and put them at 0-4, and probably in a situation where they're not going to be able to really make a run for playoffs unless they really turn something around here. But that is going to be it. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.